Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. That greatly helps out my channel. All right, we have Lizard Spirit. Dream the world into being. I love that. Dream the world into being. Dream about it. Think about it. Right? Process things. Being creative. Right? Open to all possibilities. Don't limit yourself. All right, let's grab some tarot. Look at that. We have the Devil card. We have the Page of Cups, we have the Hierophant, and let's love it. I knew there was another message. Okay. I feel like this one too. So we have the Devil card, which I feel definitely represents Capricorn. And I feel that represents you. It's so weird because I was actually planning on doing Gemini, but for some reason, like Capricorn just came out. So I'm so glad that it did, because I feel like this was definitely meant for Capricorn with the Devil card coming out. We have the Page of Cups. I feel like it's new beginnings. Opportunities, new opportunities. We have the Hierophant, faith and belief in yourself. And we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Tower. Of course, we have, this is so a Capricorn reading. It's just so typical. But I also feel like this year, like the Tower has been coming out a lot for Capricorn. And I feel like it's a good thing, because I feel like Capricorns are restructuring themselves. I feel like they're reinventing themselves. I feel like they're moving out of that survival mode and moving into living mode. Like dream the world the way that you want it to be into being. And I feel like that's for Capricorn, is making things happen and having that faith and belief in yourself and coming into your own power. And making those tough choices and decisions and pushing through those challenges, right? Because I always feel like, I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising. I always feel like it's one step forward and two step back. But I do feel that lately, like within the last year, I do feel that, and this year has been challenging too, that it has been more of a challenge, but I feel like it's been more forward momentum. And I feel like even though it feels like you're not getting there, I do feel like you're getting there. We have the Tower, which I feel like is that rebuilding. It's kind of taking out the whole old ways, living that day-to-day life, and you know, being in that survival mode and enjoying things more. And excuse me, I always get hiccups when I do readings. I don't know why. I can be talking on the phone for like an hour with my sister doing a video call, and like it doesn't happen, but whenever I do readings, I don't know what that means. But anyways, so I feel like the Tower is that rebuilding. And as I've said in my other readings, I don't feel that it's something that needs to be feared. I don't feel that it's something that, I feel like it's something to embrace, because it's changing, because it's something that was built on a false foundation that wasn't working, and it has a lot of cracks in it, and it was falling apart. So for me, I'm like proactive. Like I'd rather tear the Tower down and just start rebuilding it, and just being like, okay, it is what it is, and let's rebuild this, and let's be, you know, better than ever before. So I feel that this is definitely a good thing with the Tower, and especially with the Ace of Cups, I feel like it's kind of being in those emotions of, yes, like I'm not going to let this Tower defeat me. I'm not going to let the Devil card, I'm not going to let anything toxic go into those toxic thoughts, go into those toxic relationships. I'm not going to let that affect me. And tearing down that toxicity and those chains, right? because we have the chains that are in between here, and it's like tearing those down and not letting those affect you anymore, and pulling those apart and saying, I'm not going to be chained down anymore. And I know it's hard when you're struggling. Definitely. I've definitely had my challenges lately. And it's like, so we got an angel answers, and we have success. Yes, with an exclamation mark. Success with an exclamation mark. You are going to achieve success. You are going to attain success. I have no doubt. Why? Because you are putting your mind to it. You are putting your energy to it. You are putting your thoughts to it, your emotions, your feelings. You're driven. You're having that faith and belief that you're tearing down what doesn't work and you're rebuilding it stronger. You're just putting away with what doesn't work for you, because you're making the changes, and that's why you're going to have success. You know, will it be today? Will it be next week? Will it be next month? Will it be next year? Will it be in 10 years? I don't know. But you're working towards that, and it's all of these little successes that you're having that start to add up, that start to snowball, that you feed off those successes where things go right, or you wake up and you're in a good mood and you're like driven and you're determined and you're like, this is going to be a good day, universe, and I am ready for those miracles that you are ready to give me. And putting yourself in that mindset and saying, whatever challenges are coming my way, that I'm going to work through it. I'm going to push through it. Like, it will be okay. Having success and in dreaming your world into being, whatever that represents for you, even if it's just, I want to wake up every day and feel good and feel positive. I mean, that's definitely something to dream that world into being. Let's go to Star Dragons. We have freedom, breaking the change. Look, that is so cool. Sometimes I surprise myself, because that's what I said about these chains with that card. Freedom, breaking those chains. And that's exactly what I was talking about over here, is it's time for you to break those chains. And the tower is part of that. The tower is part of breaking those chains, those old ways, those old habits, that way of thinking, that way of seeing things, and breaking that and changing it up, and not being afraid of change, and embracing change, and wanting to strive for better and success. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, wanting to achieve success. There's, you know, in whatever it is you want to achieve. All right, let's grab a numerology card. We have spiritual career, and then we have happy ending. But I feel like it's a happy beginning, right? It's a happy ending, but it's going to be a happy beginning. And then we have completion, number 9, which I'm kind of thinking of the 9 of Cups. Let's see, are they all purple? No. I feel like purple is the color, because we have, this is all purple, this one's purple in the middle, and this one's purple in the middle. So we have 9, 78, and 93. So I feel the spiritual career represents that faith and belief that you have in yourself, and it goes back to the Hierophant card. I feel like putting yourself in that energy of success, that completion of, okay, I've broken those chains, right? The chains are gone. Sometimes what helps for me is like having that mental image of literally seeing those chains breaking, those chains falling apart, the links coming undone, and actually seeing that image of those breaking free. And that's another way to work through the process of not only saying, yeah, I want to break the chains, but like seeing it in your head and visualizing it and feeling what it feels like, that those chains, whatever these chains represent to you, whatever those chains are, whether it's relationships, whether it's your own self-doubt or your, subconscious, or whatever those chains represent to you, is breaking those free and visualizing that and seeing those breaking and releasing you from that and freeing you, just like the tower, right? Freeing you from that. Not looking at the tower as something that is, a bad thing, but it's a good thing because it was something that was holding you back, and it's time to free yourself. All right, we have release. I love it. Look at that with our whispers of healing. Release. Huge reading about release and letting go and freeing yourself, and just it's just definitely like the message keeps repeating itself in many different ways, and feeling that success and that lightness. All right, let's grab a fortune reading card. Oh, I love it. Sun. Ah. Motivational. Sorry, I hit my computer. All right. So funny. You know how like it's so weird, like you hear your voice because like, but then when you hear it from something else, like it sounds different. And so I feel like my voice sounds, it doesn't sound like the voice that I'm hearing in my head, if that makes sense. All right, so we have the Sun card. Open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. Without a doubt, there is enormous growth here, because with this energy here and breaking those chains and releasing and freeing yourself, there's huge growth here. And I feel like these two cards here are very representative, like success with the Sun and the angel and the freedom and the sunflowers and the sun and all of this beautiful energy that wants to come through for you. Like I wish you could feel it. Like I feel this beautiful energy right here that's coming through, and it's trying to reach through to you. All right, let's grab a crystal card for this reading for Capricorn. Let's see. All right, there we go. Okay, so we have this one. Oh, that's interesting. Pink, my favorite color. We have rhodonite. Compassion, yin-yang, fertility. Rhodonite is a stone of brotherly love, the shared connection between all of humanity. Equilibrium is a key for this crystal, which has the capacity to calibrate emotions, balance yin and yang, and source energy from a grounded place. It can bring light to emotional scars from the past, transforming them to foster a stable everyday life. Rhodonite helps remove blame from the situation, whether it's pointed at you or someone else. Accept the situation for what it is and learn to forgive yourself with love and compassion in the process. Accepting the situation. I feel like that's what we need to do, is to accept, okay, this is my situation. This is where I am now. I've made all of these choices and these decisions to be where I am right now, right? And accepting that. And accepting the fact that you have the power and you have the decision and the choice to move on from there, right? And to break those chains and to embrace your own self-power and embrace the success and release and have those things that you want to have and dream your world into being. All right, I love this. I love this message. Like I could go on forever. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.